great thing is they have 6 different options, so there's 6 different games you get to play. There's archery, you get to play with the guys themselves.
Oh, okay.
So, and then there's the AR shot, and then fishing. They're all unique, and you do them a different way.
Oh, okay. Can we see the archery?
Archery is actually a lot of fun. You get to move around with it, and the end is kind of really exciting.
Oh, that looks so neat.
Basically, the point with this one is to beat your time score. So you don't have a time base, but you'll have, as every time you play it, you'll get a little bit better. You'll know a little bit different where the specific boards are.
Okay. So you got your little reticle on the screen, and you essentially aim at the target. Oh, look at that.
In 3D, it's crazy. You get all nervous because things are popping out at you.
Yeah, look at that. Actually, that looks amazing.
And then as you get further along, different sorts of things begin to happen. But the one thing you do have to watch is if you move too far away from the screen, it'll pop away. Like it will no longer recognize the card.
Okay, yeah.
But when you find the card again, it'll bring you back to the exact same place you had it before.
Okay. It's really amazing visually seeing not only just the augmented reality, but when it starts morphing the desk and everything like that. Really, really neat effect. And how many different game modes are there approximately?
So with this one, you get the 3 main games, so the fishing, the archery, and the shooting game. You then get to play around with your characters. There's a graffiti option where you get to draw your own little pictures and move them and place them the way you want to. And then they do have the store option so that you continue to buy through your Nintendo membership. You can continue to buy new things.
Alright, so let's check out the Nintendo Street Pass, the new feature here. And tell us a little bit about that and what they have to offer.
So with Street Pass, you now get to walk around with your own character in your pocket and meet new people while not actually playing your DS. So as you see here, I've met one friend by walking past them 5 hours ago. It tells you specifically where they are and where they're from. You can then, as the game gets on, if they're online, you can play with them. You can view their me, see everything about them, what they've played last. It's a really neat function, and it's something that you just can leave on in your pocket and make new friends and have new people to play your games with, which is a really great feature.
Very cool. It's like Nintendo getting into the social media craze here and getting everybody connected.
Exactly. Like I said, you just sit in the plaza and you wait, and things will eventually build up there. It's just like your Mii house on the Wii.
So with the Mii Plaza feature here, you're just your Nintendo DS or 3DS, you're going to be connected to the internet to work this feature. It's just Wi-Fi constant.
So it'll be like a Wi-Fi connectivity, so when you're in a Wi-Fi hotspot, it'll definitely pick up and you'll get everybody who also is on their 3DS or it's in their bag. It's a great feature because then when they're on a Wi-Fi system at home and say they live in Newfoundland and they're just there visiting, you can play with them in their different games and stuff just using the Wi-Fi. They've really made use of the Wi-Fi connectivity and online play with the 3DS.
Yeah, that's great. That's great because that's something they really had to do, I felt, compared to, you did have some connectivity with the old Nintendo DSi, but to really push this and get more people playing interactively like this, I think it's going to be a winner, really, the way things are looking here.
Well, the 3DS is definitely set up for online play for everybody. Even the games that were coming out just before the 3DS was released, like Pokemon Black and White, it's going to be really well done on this system. You'll be able to battle trainers and different people from all over the place. It's really going to help build your game life and playing the games throughout, and just advancing in everything and building up how to play each game just because of the internet connectivity.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait to pass by some strangers and kick their butt in some of these games and maybe track them down and gloat a little bit about it. But that's definitely going to be fun. I can't wait to really get out on the street and popular place and find these people playing these 3DSs. It's going to be a ton of fun.
Another great thing is if you're a parent who's worried about their kid carrying around a 3DS and meeting people that you're not exactly 100% sure about, you do have the parental control lock on this DS, so for your internet access and all different sorts of things, you can control how long they can play, what sites they can go to, so you're not always constantly worrying about what your kid's doing on the DS, on the internet, where they're going, and who they're talking to, so you don't have to worry about creepy people playing a game with your kid.
Yeah, creepy people, they're a dime a dozen, unfortunately, but that's something Nintendo does a great job with, absolutely, always making sure parental control things are up to par. That's good to hear about that, actually. I wasn't sure about that, but it's always nice. You're going to get more sales if parents can be convinced that they're playing a system that's going to keep their kid as safe as possible. All right, let's check out the activity log here, a new feature on this system. It actually tracks how much you walk. Yeah.
So not only does the activity log that you would normally have on a game track how many games you've played or how long you've played them, this one now takes it a step further and counts how far you've walked. It includes a pedometer in it. So you can be playing your game and walking around, which is a great new feature the DS does have. But it also measures how far you've been walking, and you can have little challenges amongst your friends to see who walks the most in one day. The pedometer is a really great feature, and it is really encouraging kids to get out and be active even if they're still having their DS with them.
That's actually really neat. Nintendo's great for doing that. They do so many good things in that kind of realm. We're keeping things active. We've seen it so much with the Nintendo Wii, where all of a sudden we're getting up to play games, and now we're seeing it even with a handheld system. You gotta love it. I mean, you know, there's tons of kids out there. I was one of them. Even though I played some sport, I was sitting on my butt a lot playing games after school, and now we can, get up, be encouraged to walk around, and it's a pretty good selling point for a kid to mom and dad, really.
It is really. Nintendo's really focused on kids with the 3DS. They're still available to the older franchise, and they're coming out with all the games directed for them as well. But they also at the same time have taken a step towards being child friendly and having a fun time for the kids and keeping them active at the same time. So no longer when you're playing a game do you just sit there and play. You actually have to get up and walk around and find different characters, which is a really great thing.
Now we got the charger here. Could you show us a little demonstration? Tell us about that.
So with the 3DS, you actually get a charging dock, so you don't actually have to go out and buy one yourself. It comes with your new 3DS. It's a great way to keep it from getting lost all the time. You easily lose a charger, but when it's a whole docking station, it's much more difficult. You can still charge it like a normal DS would, taking it off the charger and placing it in, just like you would charge your DSi or any of your other DS systems.
Thank you, Marina, so much. Been a pleasure here checking out the new Nintendo 3DS. I'm Reid Price for QuickCharge.tv, and we will see you guys soon.